Today is the 24th of February 2026, and tomorrow, Wednesday, the 25th, it will be officially the ninth week since our chicks arrived. And according to forecasting, um, a document, a vaccination document which my boss shared with me, the chicks are supposed to be vaccinated against chickenpox. And so today, my team are here, my cousin and his friend are here to help us arrest the chicks. Then I will inject them, all of them, and that is the exercise we are going to be doing today. As you know, this is the very first time we are having to arrest all of them to give them an injection. So the consultant came in to teach us how to do it. It's not going to be difficult, but because this is our first time, it is causing a little anxiety in me. However, I'm hopeful that it shall be successful. Other farmers, one other farmer who has been sharing some experiences with me, said that when he did his injection, he had 1,200 chicks layers, and when he did his vaccination against chickenpox, at the end of the day, 13 of his chicks died, and he even advised that I should let someone with experience do it for me. And the consultant says that no, it's just a matter of getting someone to gently arrest them. Then they will open up their wings like this. Then you put in the injection through the wing. So it shouldn't be something which is difficult. Probably it was during the arresting of the chicks that he caught a stampede was caused in his farm that led to the death of his 13 chicks after vaccination. But we are on and we want to try because we don't have money to go and look for someone to come and vaccinate them for us to pay. So we will do it ourselves, and we are hoping we are going to be successful. So be with us to see how we are going to go through with this, as at least some of them, to see how successful this is going to be. Well, before I go on to start with the injection, some of you have been saying that it really appears that my chicken farm, 23 meters by 8 meters, it seems too large for 1,000 chicks. Having pushed all the chicks to a portion of 1/3 of the chicken house, it is really appearing that this whole space left to third of the space which is left over there, it then appears as if it is probably true that and looking at how the chicks are lit comfortable, it looks as if my chicken house may be too large. However, they are just getting to 9 weeks and they are yet to grow. They have more life ahead, so probably they'll grow bigger and then occupy the space. But obviously, I don't think they are going to be able to occupy all the space up to this place and then feel crowded and feel um, uncomfortable in order not to be able to lay. Surely, maybe 200 more birds would have been added comfortably without having to disturb the space density of the chicken house. So, well, let's start with our vaccination. I'm going to close you. Don't know exactly me about something. I live kuruma kuruma. This is not going to be an easy work, and then I wonder when we are going to finish. Don't worry about me. So this is the stress. This is the stress that we are told happens when vaccinations like this happen. So after this process, then they'll be given vitamins to distress them, and I totally agree. I totally agree with this. Kako bana karachuru. So this obviously it's not going to be easy at all, at all, at all, at all. It's not going to be easy, but we are going to ensure we go through. I think so far it is our 28 we have been able to inject, and the 1,000 are actually here. Sorry, the 22 we have been able to inject, and the 1,000 are actually here. But we will ensure that we see this through. We have put an ice block at the bottom to ensure that the cooling still takes place whilst we are still doing this until we are done. So after about 3 hours, we have been able to vaccinate about a third of them. So it just left with about a quarter of the bears to be vaccinated. So we had to reduce the size of the barricade in order to make it easier for my guys to be able to arrest them. So we are still on. We are still on. It's not really easy at all. So at this stage, I think that those who have the cages, they are easily able to walk through and inject them without having to rush to arrest them like the way we are doing. And I think this actually increases the level of the stress in the breast. So we are continuing with the injection of the fowlpox medication. So that is how we have been doing it, and we have injected more than 700 so far. We are left with these ones. With the fasting, we are all very exhausted, but we have to finish because we don't know how to handle this if we are not able to finish injecting them. You see them? So we have to try at all costs to be able to finish with the injection. So after almost 6 hours, we have been able to vaccinate all our chicken. And I continue to emphasize the fact that it appears my chicken house is big compared to the 1,000 birds I put in them. You can see there is one particular mistake which I made, even though I don't think it's a problem, which is I should have prepared the multivitamin into the water of the chicks before we started injecting the very first bed. But as it is now, those that we injected earlier, they are here. Those that we just finished injecting, they are here. Please leave it. Leave it. Also go and rest. Put it away. Put it down. We should have prepared the multivitamin for the chicks to be able to drink and distress after taking them through this particular stress, catching them and putting this needle very painful across their wings up to now. So we would now just go straight away and mix the vitamin into their water, hopefully to get them distressed. So looking at the medication which is left right now, this is almost nothing has been used. Looking at it, it appears nothing has been used out of the 1,000. Although perforating and removing some kind of the hair of the birds have been introduced into it, but looking at the quantity, it seems nothing much has been taken away. Just that it is now becoming a little hotter because the ice pack we use in handling it has melted, and I think that the efficacy gradually will be going. and I don't think there is ever a way this one should be used again or can be used again. So this will be thrown away with the needle, and I don't know whether there will be another fowl pox. I have to check with my boss and then the vaccination chart. So as a new farmer, if you think I've made any mistakes in the way I have been able to do the vaccination, you kindly let me know. But according to what my consultant has taught me, that is what we have just implemented. We divide the chicken house into three, we put them at one side, then we catch them and inject them and leave them to go and continue doing their eating and drinking. And that is what we have done. I've been thinking, if the chicks were so many, so many, more than 1,000, more than 5,000, 10,000, are they all going to be held like this and injected? If those who have 10,000, 15, 30, 100,000, is it the same way they inject all of them? That would be very serious. In fact, that would be really serious. But in terms of the wages for my guys, they really did very well. And if you have a farm, how have you been handling them? If they come to help you to arrest your chicks and inject them like this, is there a standard wage that everyone is paid, or you just give them what you have? Let me know. So thank you so much for following me through. Tomorrow, officially, the birds will be 9 weeks old. And hooray, hooray. It is my Ghanaian dream. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so, as we continue to give you updates upon updates on how our 1022 chicks are doing. Thank you so much, and see you in my next update.